Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And my voice is raspy. Well, I haven't really talked much today, so it makes sense. But anywho, we're here, and there's two new Supercross track. Oh, wow. What a way to start the video. Okay, anyways, there are two new Supercross tracks out, and we're going to see if we can figure them out. I've spent a lap and a half, basically, on both, and we're really just trying to figure this out because I don't really know how many people. I don't think I've gotten this comment much, but I think it was something that I struggled with, was like, how do you learn Supercross tracks, like new Supercross tracks, pretty much. Like every time a new Supercross track came out, I would try a different approach. Nearly like every time, like, okay, start with just doubling everything, and then like I'd get too eager and then I'd go for it all. So like it just got really weird. So we're gonna be just trying to find our flow on these tracks, which kind of seems like, you know, you're already figuring it out a little bit. But for the more average player, because I like to think of myself a little above average, you know, but kind of just look at the track, and I would just say, like, not go 100%, but it's hard to explain. It depends on the track really too. I'm trying to do this combo right here where you just roll like single, double, double, that way you get into this corner, because I think you can pull like a triple out of here. Okay, you can quad. Okay, well, that's good to know. And then the shorter double to the bigger double, and then you're back to the switchback corner. So this track's pretty simplistic with just some very different scaling that can be pretty hard to learn. But you know, once you already have like a good feel for the game or whatever, like I'm sure it's not going to be too hard to adjust to it. And yeah, that's rough. And I have tried to like triple in from over here, but it hasn't really gone well. 250 doesn't really have enough power to do some of the stuff that this track might want to, or like what the track creator might have wanted to do. It might be a 450 guy, whatever. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I really don't care, if I'm being honest. It's just another fun thing to do. Just try to figure out how to ride a track that wasn't really specifically, you know, perfect. That was like one thing that can make you a lot better too, is you just go to some of the harder Supercross tracks for you and really grind those, and then once the easy ones come around, you'll realize how much easier they really are compared to you know, the hardest ones you've ever played. So it's good to have a tough one in here every here and there, and that might be quadable and then triple out or something. We'll figure it out as time goes on. Like I said, we're here to find a flow, and I'm not liking that inside. I don't like the way that works out. And the doubles through here are fine. I just wish I didn't clip that. I think I had a good run at a triple this time. But if there's a triple I'm going to get, it's going to... man, this track is tough when you're trying to think it out in your head. I think you kind of just have to do laps and then, you know, figure out what you figure out. It's kind of one of those. Up over this one, and then we'll try to figure out like a good way through these whoops. So that's kind of okay, but not great. Still trying to get this triple, and then we'll have to double, single. Just gonna hurt us because I was gonna try to do the quad. All right, no bogus. I mean, this is 100% legit, but I'm just gonna see what it takes to get the quad, and then I'm guessing a triple out. That's pretty easy. Now, what if you want to go back here? It's not the best either, and I'm gonna scope out this outside rut because it looks like if you want to land outside, you can come up high, come around, use this edge, get over that, and then you'd have like a good run at the inside here to go single, double, double, double to get the right run into this corner to pull the quad. But I'm not that comfortable yet. I don't know it well enough to do, or to string it together consistently yet. But this is what I mean. You kind of just figure things out in your head. You kind of just go through the scenarios. You really look at everything you need, and I expect less crashing than what I'm going through right now, but I'm joking. Actually, crashing is a part of it for sure. Like, there is a lot of crashing involved with learning in this game, and I feel like just in general, in almost any concept, you could use that sort of analogy. You've got to fail before you learn, or you got to fail before you master it. You know, there's no perfect, or practice makes perfect. Like, there's a bunch of them out there, the corny sayings, you hear and whatnot. But let's try to get this double. Okay, I didn't scrub far enough. trying to get a double triple through here, and then probably just double triple double. Kind of got to downside this well enough, which I just can't seem to do. Makes me pretty mad. Up over the double. Now we'll try a different approach at the whoops, and it works, but not like it, like probably should figure like a consistent way out through there, because there's still like the possibility you get squirrely and whatnot. And nope, not gonna get the quad here. Luckily we have a stiff enough setup to make sure we bounce there, but go, yeah, okay, it's very hard either way, and we'll just pull like a Jetson Lawrence right there. But let's try to get here, go a little shallow, get the triple. Maybe it's so tough. We'll give it another run, but that one was a failed one. I'm trying to like downside get a scrub and just able to execute it nicely, but that doesn't seem to be the case. We'll come out and around, and there's the quad double, which is definitely the fastest way through there, no doubt about it. And then you can throw a pretty nice whatever that was over that towering double there. Then you have one of these like lower flat like scrub doubles. I always enjoy those sorts of jumps in this game, and that is slow. Like I'd rather skim the last few than jump out of the last few. And we'll get a downside. I think I'm going to give up on this quad because it's a little bit of a stretch. And I'm going to try something. What if you come inside, jump? Okay, there's no landing. So I was going to say, if you can like find a rhythm through there, then maybe. But other than that, I don't think there's the point to do it. Got a good run, and we get the triple, and we get the double here. And then we just got to rail the outside. Try to execute the quad. I don't know if the timing gates are there for us, but if they are, then that works. But we really had to send it there. Get over the double. Oh no, that's where we crash. Are you kidding? Either way, I think we know what to do now on this track, so it just takes some practicing to really make it perfection. And like, there's a way to get through these whoops. There's got to be. It's not like that every single time you go through them. And yeah, I'm done with this. And here we are on the Affinity San Diego Supercross track. Something like that. Now, I don't like the textures. The scaling's fine, but this is in hindsight. Like, people comparing this to Aerial are kind of, you know, not wackos, but you're kind of not the smartest people, considering that Aerial is all based off the track maps beforehand. Anyways, so there's really nothing they could do after that. Stone Rider is pretty much locked in compared to what this is, because like I said, it's pretty much hindsight. And we'll just try jumping through these, I guess. Get a double here. I don't know if there's a fluid way through those whoops on the 250, but I don't know. Can you triple out here as well? I doubt it. This looks too steep. And then we'll try the triple here, and that's good. Come up to a smaller double. And like I said, this is like, I've had a lap or two on these, like a lap and a half pretty much. And then I've also ridden the San Diego, like real Supercross from Aerial and whatnot. So the layout is pretty, you know, standard, similar, that sort of deal. And you can go inside here, but there's just no way it's faster than just doing whatever that is. Come around this corner, second gear, make sure you're getting the hop that you need, but it's hard to get all the way across. And then you cannot triple out there. That's almost a for sure. Sketchy jump through there, only can double through here, maybe triple to that, and then wheelie back into what I mean, jumping through here, attempt jumping through there. Not really the ideal sitch. And then you can get this I guess triple into a double, and then you have a way better run up if you do that rhythm before that. So yeah, you kind of just string the pieces along. This one's a lot more standard, especially with the Aerial track experience. If you have the Aerial tracks, then this is pretty nice. And I wouldn't mind seeing a track like this, you know, come out every other round or something like that, with the replica, with like the scaling in hindsight. Like, you know, like it's just kind of fun to ride something like this. And I'm sure you can even actually get over that with like a wheel tap or something. But I'm going to try to like run into the top of that to get the extra balance with Pabobo physics, but it didn't work either. So I'll probably try to fit another like way across or way through that section. Just the way I see it, there's got to be a faster way than what I'm doing there. So I probably just going to try to fix it, and we're down. Once again, getting over that triple, double, and it sets you up so nice to set that triple up there. And then that's a little weird. I don't really like the kick that has, but it is what it is. Can't make everything perfect. And then we'll come back across, go third gear, down to second for this, and then straight back up to third. We get over the finish line here. I wanted to try the inside double, see if it just works in general, but I also said maybe wheel tap this, so we're gonna get like a slow run up to it. And yeah, you kind of can. It takes I don't know like if it's necessarily like much faster or anything, but there's that. Yep, so this is the way through it that I would prefer on the 250, to go outside, get the on off, and that way you could set yourself up better for this triple, double, and then I mean just survive these whoops basically, because they are monstrous. Come outside, which you probably want to stick to the inside there, then get over this double again, third gear, over the triple that kicked me different, and we obviously know this is going to kick me, but I still don't really compensate for it. Third gear heading into that, come out of here, and like I mentioned, back down to second gear, stuff that front wheel into the lip, and then back up over the finish line. Now I'm gonna try maybe clean up the wheel tap, or just kind of disregard it in general, considering it is probably substantially slower and a lot more mischievous. You know, a lot can go wrong with that. But I think the outside here is definitely the way on the 250, and maybe even the 450. You can quad over, so like I'd look at it this way heading up into it. So if you're a 450 guy, you come all the way out here, and then you could jump, and then instead of landing on top going on off, you can land here, then definitely can triple to here, but you might be able to pull the quad and then the double out, which would be huge. I do like these berms, but I also don't like if you have to single into them. Like, that just can't be good. But it is a good track overall. Like, I like it, but I probably prefer the aerial version. But this one's nice to have a flow on for like 5 or 10 laps, and then you're like, well, it's too easy, kind of boring, blah 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 blah. But once you figure out all the lines, like, it's fun to learn the track and then just kind of flow on it for a while. And I don't know if we'll be able to get on off here. We do. And yeah, that's definitely my preferred line on the 250 instead of what other line is offered there. And I'm not going to be able to get that, but luckily we can get back down fourth gear, just lean back, try to get these whoops. And yeah, there's a certain way to go through them. You'd have to really like adjust to it. By the way, shout out Pabobo. Guy has my back right now. But you guys get what I'm saying? Like that's like a whole new set of whoops. Like you need to learn a way to get through those, instead of like, you know how you adjust for aerial whoops quite a bit, like you do different things through those. Like it's just kind of the same thing there. Like I don't really want to take the time to learn that for one track or whatever. But maybe if this affinity series or whatever becomes a reoccurring thing, then I'll have to find a way and set up through the whoops. But yeah, that's pretty much the flow part of like how you find it or whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to go down and leave a like, go down and subscribe, go watch any of the past content on the channel. It would mean a lot, and that will pretty much do it for me. And I don't, yeah, deuces.